Welcome to NYC Health and Hospitals, Kings County's YouTube podcast. We are so excited for this episode, and we are with Dr. Seanna-Kaye Denham. She is our Chief Experience Officer. How are you?
I'm great, Alexis. This is so much fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. So we're going to ask you 25 questions with Dr. Seanna-Kaye Denham. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, number one, what do you love most about your job?
I love walking this campus. It's a big campus, 44 acres, so you definitely get your steps in. But as you walk through the hospital, you just really get to soak up the life and the energy of the hospital, saying hi to folks and helping people along the way. So I just love just walking around and soaking up the energy of the hospital.
All right. Number two, where are you from?
I am originally from Jamaica. Yes, so I was born in Jamaica and moved to this country when I was around 9 years old to New York with my family.
All right. Number three, who were your childhood idols?
I would have to say, growing up in the time that I grew up in New York, coming here to this country, I really fell in love with hip hop. And so I would have to really point to first some of the queens of hip hop, like Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper. I really just was in awe of their energy and their authenticity and their strength of their voice. I would also say that in terms of my childhood idols, that my mom comes to mind right away. Just really her resilience in transitioning with her children, with my dad to this country, and learning the ropes and helping us to get settled and in good educational settings. I mean, I just really, really have to take my hats off to my mom.
Number four, what are your hobbies?
I love to sing. I love to play the piano. I love to read. I would rather read than eat. I love experiences that have to do with live music. So I like to listen to live music. I like to go to settings where that's happening, and I'm glad that's back happening now, despite what we've been through with the pandemic. Yeah, but I love all things music, and I love to read.
So you can't tell us that you love to sing and not sing a line for us. So
Okay, what do you want to hear?
anything.
I'll sing
One line.
One line. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's it. That's all you get. That's it.
All right. We'll be expecting your album in the fall.
It's going to drop soon. Yes.
Number five, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I've always wanted to be in healthcare. I had a really great pediatrician growing up, and she was definitely someone I looked up to, going back to your question about childhood idols. And so I always wanted to be in healthcare, but I wanted to be a pediatrician.
Wow. Number six, what was your favorite class in school?
I would have to say history. I was really just always interested in what happened in different civilizations and different times. I'm from the era of actual encyclopedias where, it's A through whatever letter and it's the whole set. I remember my mother saving a lot of money to get this set of Encyclopedia Britannica and reading it from cover to cover. I was always really interested in history, different civilizations. And so in school, that's something that really drew my interest as well.
All right. Number seven, who was your favorite teacher in school and why?
My favorite teacher in school was Mrs. Brown in the first grade. So this is going back to Jamaica in the first grade. Mrs. Brown, she would sing a lot. She would do arts and crafts. She would teach us these poems that I remember to this day.
Wow.
Like there's this one that I learned about. Actually, now I see the connection between history and this little song that she taught us about old lady Larry lit the lantern in the shed and the cow kicked it over, and she winked her eye and said, it'll be a hot time in the old barn tonight. And it was actually about the San Francisco fires. And so by using these creative strategies, Mrs. Brown taught us all kinds of things that really opened our minds, even as first graders.
Wow.
She really gave me a love for learning.
Shout out to Mrs. Brown. Number 8, what is your all-time favorite song?
Wow, this is a hard one because I like a lot of genres of music. But if there's a song that I would say I would probably keep coming back to and is a favorite song, I would have to say, maybe Lovely Day. When I wake up in the morning.
A lovely day.
It's that one. Exactly. Because, on my commute, you need to play a song that's gonna help you to have a lovely day. And I think that songs that really have a car vibe are the songs I'm drawn to. And I think that that's definitely one. Lovely Day.
That's a classic. Number 9, what is your favorite movie?
Color Purple. The Color Purple. I probably know all the lines of that movie. And you can use those lines in many situations. It keeps giving, even in 2022. And I think it was really just powerful for me to see those images on the screen of Black people trying to make their way in the world and dealing with generational trauma and how they overcome and connections through the diaspora. And so I think that, I really look at The Color Purple as really a movie that was the first movie that really drew me in. I mean, I love Love and Basketball and Love Jones and all of those too, but The Color Purple, there's just something about that movie that I think really showed me the power of film.
Number 10, who is your favorite actor?
My favorite actor? That is a good one. I gotta go with my girl Viola Davis. She's given us so much emotion, and on the screen I can picture her just emoting, and also of course all the memes that come with Viola Davis as well. Picking up her pocketbook, I refer to that one often. So she's just so versatile, and she really gets into her roles and characters and always gives those memorable performances.
All right, number 11, what is your favorite animal?
This is a hard one for me because I don't like animals and pets. I have specific phobia around, it's so funny because I'm actually working on bringing pet therapy here to Kings County, but I'm afraid of dogs.
It's okay.
So I didn't grow up with animals kind of like in the house. Culturally, it's just something that my family didn't do. And so I don't know, maybe, a dog chased me at some point or whatever, but I don't have a favorite animal, and I want to get over this phobia because I want my son to have a pet. He would love to have a pet. So I'm working on it, and hopefully pet therapy will be for our patients, but they might help me too. Yes.
All right, number 12, what is your favorite vacation destination?
Oh, I love a beach. I love anything tropical. I love the sand. I love the ocean. Going to Jamaica, I know it's like going home, but it's also honestly my favorite vacation destination to go to as well, because Jamaica's not boring. You can have either your days where you're just stretched out by the water, or going to different cultural attractions and destinations. There's everything to do in Jamaica, and I just find it a lot of fun. So it's where I go back to most often, but I should probably explore other places as well.
Number 13, what is your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant. Decisions. I love to eat. That is my eating dietary preference is eating. I'm a flexitarian. I love good food. So I think it's hard for me really to say a favorite one. I love just like any restaurant that has really flavorful dishes. Those are my favorite kinds of restaurants to go to.
Got it. Number 14, what are some of your favorite TV shows?
Guilty pleasures. I'll tell you right now, judge me if you want to, but I'm in every city where there's a Real Housewives show. You can talk about me if you want to, but after the work that I do, when I go home, I need television that is going to be just taking me away from my real life problems. And so, any part of the Real Housewives franchise, when it airs, you can talk to me about it the next day because I watched it.
Ooh, a bonus question with that. What's your
Yes.
favorite housewife?
Oh, I got some top ones in the different franchises. Let me see. I like some of the OGs. Like I do miss Nene. I do miss Nene for what she brings. There's something missing from the sphere with her there. I like the housewives that have used the platform to really do some entrepreneurial stuff. So I love to see that. So like Candy Burris in Atlanta, Gabrielle, not Gabrielle, yeah, Garcelle, excuse me, Garcelle in Beverly Hills. And I love the fashions that they are giving in the Real Housewives of Dubai. Oh my goodness. Check out this housewife named Chanel Ayan. Her fashions are giving. And that's what we like to see in housewives. You want to see that just like over the top lifestyle.
Thank you. Next one, 15. If you could choose any superpower, what would it be?
I would like to read people's minds. Which is funny because as a psychologist by training, I do sometimes have to tell people I'm a psychologist, not a psychic. But I would like to read people's minds and know what they're thinking.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good one to have, but that's the one I would like.
Number 16. What or who inspires you?
Wow. And I really mean this, but the staff here really inspire me. They are so creative and resourceful, committed and dedicated that I really want to give my best because of how inspiring they are and how dedicated they are. They really challenge me to make sure that I understand what our patients need and what they need as staff as well. And they hold me accountable. So that to me is very inspiring. I'm very family oriented as well. So certainly my partner, my spouse, and my son. I also am inspired by, just making our family life continue to flourish and to grow. So that keeps me motivated. And, healthcare inequities drive me crazy, especially ones that I believe could be more readily solved if there was just more, pulling together. And so I'm inspired to keep that advocacy going in the way that my role allows me to. And that really gives me energy to, keep going on the journey that I'm on.
Number 17. What is your idea of a perfect day?
A perfect day.
Perfect day.
There's the sound of the ocean that comes to mind. There's delicious food. There's sleeping until I'm ready to wake up. Since motherhood, that has been elusive for me. There's comfortable clothing. There's the company of people that I enjoy. There's music. There's watching a beautiful sunset and eating a nice bowl of ice cream.
Ooh, what flavor?
Jamocha almond fudge.
You knew that.
Yeah, I'm on the top with that. I recently tried this like lavender infused ice cream, and I did vibe with that again. I need to try it again, but I liked it. But I really like Jamocha almond fudge. It's got everything. It's got that kick of the coffee. It's got the sweetness of the fudge, and then it has the almonds, which I think it's just like the perfect combination of flavors and textures. And I have yet to find an ice cream that can, meet all those qualifications. Yes, Jamocha almond fudge all day.
Number 18. What is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory is summer vacation with my aunt and uncle. I grew up in the city of Jamaica, and summer vacations would be in the hills. of Jamaica. So going from city life to country life. My aunt and uncle did not have children of their own. And so I enjoyed being spoiled for the entire vacation that I was with them. So going to the river with my aunt and uncle and having cookouts at the river, those are some of my favorite
we
memories.
We gotta cut this. Can we try that
Sure.
one again?
Same one? Okay.
Stroke code.
That's not my favorite memory.
All right, so and you was getting into it.
I was.
Okay, so we'll do that one again. Okay. What is number 18? What is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory has to do with summer vacations spent with my aunt and uncle in the countryside of Jamaica. I was born in the city, and so every summer vacation I would spend with them. And my favorite childhood memory is going to the river with my aunt and uncle and a group of their friends to have time playing in the river, but also a cookout by the riverside, cooking on an open fire. My aunt tells a story about my uncle is 6 feet tall, over 6 feet tall. And
can we just go from my uncle
yes.
as soon as...
This is stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I got one more time.
My aunt tells a story about us going to the river. My uncle is over 6 feet tall, and I must have been around 4 or 5 at the time, and walking over the steps that's man-made pathway down to the river, kind of just worn out by people's feet in the trail. Everyone was helping the person. Someone would go down the step and then turn around and help the person. And she tells the story of me turning around to my uncle and raising up my hands to him like, come on, I'll help you down.
Always dreaming big.
Yes, exactly.
Number 19. What is your self-care routine?
The most important part of there are 2 very important parts of my self-care routine, which is the time I spend meditating and getting ready for the day in the morning. And the other very important part of my self-care routine has to do with outsourcing. So that time in the morning, I'm really taking care of myself. I'm pouring into myself. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to center my mind, not check my email or my cell phone, but to have that time before the demands of the day begin in terms of getting my son ready for school and getting started with my work day. That time is very, very important to me. And then outsourcing. As a woman in leadership and someone with a young family, it's very important for me that I'm able to meet all my responsibilities. And in order for me to be able to take care of myself, I have to know when to get help and put those important pieces in place so that when I have the help in order to help me to take care of my responsibilities in terms of home life, then I'm able to spend that time and give more of myself to the things I care about.
Number 20. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child?
Oh, definitely. I love Different Worlds. That is my show. I can watch those episodes over and over again. I think it's such a timeless show that is still relevant today. That's why I love to see like Grown-ish, which is reminds me a lot of A Different World.
But Brianna's was a different world too.
Yeah, mine was a different world. We were practicing for you, and it was a different world.
Oh wow, I love that.
Sorry, Chrissy, I'm turning you around. I have Dr. Denham's
names.
So I have the first one, and then you'll just swipe over to the next one when you're ready.
Nice.
So all right. So you'll have a little surprise.
Okay.
So from that point, number cancel.
Number cancel.
Let me see where I'm at.
TV show, something like that.
Number 20. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child?
I loved A Different World. I loved seeing campus life. It made me want to go to college. It's such a timeless show. Those episodes still stand up today. And that's why I love even Grownish, which reminds me of a different world, just to see the vibrancy of college life. Really was very aspirational for me. It made me want to go to college. Just humor, reality, drama, all of that good stuff.
Number 21, what was your first job?
My first job was as a home health aide.
Wow.
Yeah. Little known fact. I was a home health aide and in my teen years, and that was what I did, which I think really gave me an understanding for taking care of people and what it means to care. And those lessons stay with me even today.
Number 22, what is your favorite book?
Wow. My favorite book. As I said, I love to read, and so a lot of favorites come to mind. But in terms of a book that really, really opened my eyes to the power of words, I'm going to have to say The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, which my mother, she was an English language, English literature teacher for much of her professional career. And so I would take the books that she was going to be teaching to her students and read them. So I read The Bluest Eye when I was probably around 8 or 9. In other words, maybe a little bit too early for some of the major concepts of the book, but then kept returning to the book over and over again. Very powerful author, Toni Morrison, but I really love that book, The Bluest Eye.
Number 23, how do you like spending your birthday?
My birthday is December 21st. I'm not saying that so, people will, bring me gifts, but I'm not going to, say no. But because my birthday's right in the holiday season, I have really amped up my celebrations, right? So I always take the 21st as a personal day if it falls during the work week. I make sure that I plan an activity because everyone else is planning for the holidays and they may forget me, and nothing grinds my gears more than having to celebrate my birthday in the midst of celebrating Christmas. No, I want my own celebration. So my tradition has been to organize a group of friends to go to see Alvin Ailey Dance Theater in performance because the season opens around that time. And so I've done that every year except for the pandemic when I had to watch it on YouTube. But I've done that every year for as many years as I was able to do so. So that's how I celebrate my birthday.
Number 24. What's one thing people at the hospital would never know about you?
Would never know about me? Do I want to share this, let you into the archives? Would never know about me. I'm actually more introverted than I appear. My job requires me to be very front-facing and enthusiastic and energetic and interact and build relationships with people all day long. But when I get home, I really turn inwards, and probably why I'm a bit of a bookworm as well, because then I get to escape through the world of words. But I'm more introverted than I appear. Yeah.
Number 25. What is your greatest achievement?
There's a lot that I've done in my life that I'm very proud of. And I think that my greatest achievement has been finding my voice professionally and personally, and being able to say without imposter syndrome or fear of sounding prideful that I'm remarkable. I'm good at what I do. I take great steps and measures to make sure that I work towards a level of excellence and I bring others along with me. So for me, my greatest accomplishment would be the fact that I'm not afraid to say that I'm good at what I do.
Yes. And a bonus question.
Okay.
Do you know the meaning of your name?
The meaning of my name. All right. Well, Seanna-Kaye. If you see a name like that, you could probably narrow the source of my name down to a geographical location. My name was suggested to my parents by a family friend. I think the way it's spelled is a derivative of the word John, which I think means beloved, but I could be wrong. So, and I'm not sure what the K means. I'm not sure, actually.
Well, we did a little investigation.
Did you?
So,
Okay.
starting off with Shauna, God is gracious.
Oh, wow.
And then we have K, keeper of the keys, pure.
I love that. Wow. So from now on, you can call me
God is gracious, keeper of the keys. This has been a pleasure.
Same here.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.